with the end of the season sadly at hand, my mind turns towards winterizing and prepping the boat for winter storage. Anyways, one of the things that I've always done is add fuel stabilizer, not only to the boat, but all of our gas-powered toys. When we had an outboard engine on the last boat with the dinghy, I always added fuel stabilizer. Lawnmower when we had one. And anything gas-powered just to help things stay stable, of course, over the winter, during the off-season. And more importantly, so it ensures a good start in the spring. The product that I've always used in the past is Stabil brand. Never had an issue. It's always worked fantastic. I didn't really have a reason to jump ship, as it were, away from that product. But I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about Seafoam. So what I have done this year, for a change, is use the Seafoam right into the fuel tanks. I've done it now. I've had 3 applications, including today. The last 2 times that we got gas prior to that, I dumped a can in each tank. We have 2 tanks on board this boat, 2 fuel tanks that is. Now Seafoam isn't only a fuel stabilizer, but if you read the cans, it's supposed to cure a lot of ills, especially on older motors. Now this boat has, as I scan the helm, we're over 1,200 hours, running hours on the engines on this boat. Just this year alone, we put 80 hours runtime, which is hoo-ha, the longest, the most hours we put on a boat in many, many years, which is a good thing. We're actually using the boat again, hoo-ha. And the boat runs fine. The engines run fine. I haven't had any issues that will come to mind, but I just thought, you know, the hours are getting up there, so a fuel management application might be in order. So with that in mind, I am trying the Seafoam. Since I started doing the applications, we haven't driven too far and hadn't had too many starts, like of the engine. I haven't really noticed any change. I can tell you it hasn't got worse. What I think is going to be the test will be next year when we're going through the locks again, because of course every time we go into a lock we have to shut down, and then when the lock exits we have to fire up the engines again. And of course we're doing that engines hot all the time, and that can be as disruptive as starting a cold engine, especially these big blocks, and they're down in the engine room. There's not a lot of breathing going on there. Of course, run the blowers all the time. So sometimes, not necessarily on this boat, but in the last couple of boats, you hear that kind of roo-roo, you know, at once you're like, yeah, okay, it's almost fighting to get going. Again, never had a big issue, never been a problem, never caused us any grief. But again, I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Like I say, we're at the very, very end of the season. We're not going to be doing any cruising anymore, other than over to the gas dock for pump outs, of course, as we did today. And we'll have to do one more time, since the boat is going to be coming out of the water another week and a half. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, and more to get your comments. Tell me what you think about it, if you use Seafoam or a similar product on your boat, and if you've had good, bad, or indifferent experience with it. So this is one out to you guys, not necessarily for you guys. I want your feedback. I want you to let me know how your experience has been with fuel additives on your boat. Let me know down in the comments. I am looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about that. In the meantime, it's nice and sunny. It's actually getting warm on a cool day, so I'm gonna head out there and enjoy the rest of this sunny day. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos coming out. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Daily updates there, and always lively conversation on Facebook, so you don't want to miss it. And you can also follow us at boatsbeachesandbars.com, where you're going to find even more links to all sorts of neat things, including our online store. And you'll find all the links to everything mentioned up here, down there in the description, so you'll have no excuse not to follow along. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.